to our Pilates class. Today's class is going to be a beginner's basic Pilates class, but I think that you'll still find it challenging if you have Pilates experience. Sometimes when we go to simple things and really work on our technique and form, they are very challenging. So let's take a moment to talk about our Pilates breath. When we breathe in Pilates, we want to breathe through our rib cage, keeping our low abs pressing in towards our spine. So we're going to come down into a supine position, so just make your way onto your back. And then take your hands in a little triangle shape, place them down on your pelvis, and then we're going to feel our pelvis tilt by taking our tailbone up towards the sky, and then tilting it the other way, rocking it down towards the mat, and then again lifting up towards the sky, and then rocking down towards the mat. When our tailbone's down, there's going to be an arch in your back. And then when we tilt, you'll feel a lot of compression with the low back and the floor. And again, arching that back, tilting the tailbone down, and then lifting up. Now we want to find a neutral spine, but a little bit of that compression down to the ground. So not a tilt, but pressing down. And then we're going to start our Pilates breath with these hands here. We don't want to feel any movement in our pelvis other than up and down. So take an inhale and an exhale. Maybe that belly presses down a little bit more. Inhaling and exhale. Maybe those low abs press down a little bit more, but there's no tilting. Inhale and exhale. Press those low abs down. Inhale through the ribs, exhale through the mouth. Press those low abs down. Breathing in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Press those abs in. Inhale through the ribs. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring those hands down by your sides. Take an inhale. As we exhale, we're going to peel the head and chest up off the floor, sliding the hands down towards our feet. And then inhale, laying the back down. Exhale, lifting up, press that belly down. Inhale, down. And exhale, press the belly in as we lift the chest. Inhale, lay that head down. And exhale. And again, inhaling. And exhale, lift. Inhale. And exhale. Sorry about that, hammer. Inhale. And exhale. A few more, remembering that position that we had where our pelvis wasn't tilting back or forth. Just pressing it down as we add some movement in our upper body. Good, and then inhale down. We're going to come into our hundreds. We're going to take our legs to a tabletop position. So again, before we start, press that belly down to the ground. And then we're going to lift our head and chest off the floor. We're going to pump our arms 100 breaths with a percussive breath. So a sharp and inhale. So take a breath in, press that belly down, lift the head and chest up, and let those hands float. And we pump our arms as we inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, in, out, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep pressing that belly down. If you get tired, you can take a rest and then come right back in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Lower those knees into the chest and rest the head down. Now we've really activated our core. Good. Placing the feet down onto the mat, finding that low back in contact with the floor and the belly pressing down. We're just going to lift one leg off the floor. Take an inhale and exhale, bringing that leg up so the knee's in line with the hip. Press the belly down and then place it back on the floor, breathing in. Other side, exhale, press the belly down as the knee comes up. Inhale down. Other side, exhale, lifting up and taking it down. Exhale, lifting up and bringing it down. We'll do one more each side. Exhale, lift, press that belly down. Inhale, exhale. Good, we're gonna add that chest lifting up as our leg comes in. Slide those fingers along the ground. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, lift and bend that leg up. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out. So when we're sliding up, we want to think our ribs are sliding towards our hips. Inhale and exhale. One more set. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And go ahead and rest it down. So whenever we're working with lifting that chest, we always want to keep lots of space between the ears and the shoulders. Just a little reminder there. So taking the arms up by the ears. Take a moment to flare those ribs and arch the back. And then find the low back pressing down towards the ground and those ribs knitted together. So this whole next exercise, we never want to let those ribs flare again or the low back leave the floor. So inhale here with the arms up, keeping space between the ears and shoulders. As we exhale, bringing our arms by your side and then trying to tap our fingers towards our knees. Inhale, laying it back down, letting the arms come up by the ears, but don't let those ribs open up. And then we exhale, rising up, pressing our belly down, tapping the knees. Inhale, arms rise, keep the low back on the floor. And then exhale, lifting. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We'll do 3 more. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Check that you still have a long neck. And out. Good. For a challenge, we're going to hold it up here or go ahead and rest down. 8 small lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5. Every exhale, press your belly button into your spine. 2 and 1. And rest. Good. Open those legs up into a T. We're going to lift our feet up so it's only our tippy toes on the floor. And again, find that low back pressing down towards the floor. We'll take our palms down. Just swaying our knees side to side. So knees sway over to one side. Inhale. And then we exhale, press our belly in to lift our knees back up to center. Other side. Inhale. And exhale, lift, belly button in. Inhale, down. And exhale, lift. Find that low spine on the floor every time we come to the center. Inhale down. And exhale, scoop the belly and glue the back. Inhale, twist. And exhale, lift. Glue that back. Inhale. And exhale. And again. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Good. Take a big stretch. Let those ribs flare, let that back arch. All the things that we're not allowed to do. And then we're gonna just make our way up to a seated position, however you wanna get there. So coming into some rollbacks. So we'll grab under the thighs gently with those hands, then inhale to find a flat back. So we're lifting up through the waist. Legs can be out a little further if that's more comfortable, whatever feels good. And as we exhale, we're going to scoop that belly in and curve the spine. We're going to roll back about halfway down. We're not going to have our low back touch the floor. Take a breath in here. And as we exhale, we're going to think forehead to knees, keeping the belly scooping in, and a circular motion brings us back up to our flat back, breathing in. Exhale, scoop the belly. We're making a C curve shape with our body. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, forehead towards knees, up to flat back. And exhale. Take a breath in. And exhale, forehead to knees. Find a flat back and a long neck. Exhale, scoop the belly. Inhale, and rounding forward, and rolling up. Exhale, back. Inhale, exhale, forward, and up. 2 more times. Scoop the belly, rolling back. Inhale, exhale, forward, and up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, exhale, forward, and up. Good. Now we're going to come into rolling like a ball. So this C curve shape in our upper body, we're going to maintain this the whole time. We're going to roll back. When we roll back, we're only going to roll to our shoulders. Our neck or head isn't going to hit the ground. And this shape that we have here, we're going to try to maintain this shape as we roll back and forth. So find those toes on the ground, holding over the shins, keeping that C shape, and then slowly rocking back, trying to maintain our shape. And we try to come up without using those legs. And we're back here. Take it, inhale back, and our exhale up. Inhale back, and exhale up. Inhale, roll, and exhale, lift. Only to the shoulders. Inhale, and exhale. It's like we're frozen in this position. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more, breathe in, and out. Last one. Inhale, and exhale. Good. And then we're going to come into our spine stretch. So the legs can be as wide as the mat or a little bit closer. We're going to flex the feet, and you can have an easy bend in your knees. If you're more flexible, you can straighten those knees all the way out. So we're going to reach our arms forward at shoulder height, a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to reach forward and find that C curve shape with our body. Our belly button is pressing back, our fingers pressing forward. Take a breath in, and then exhale up to a flat back. And exhale forward. So even with the C curve shape, we still have space between our ears and our shoulders. Inhale in here, and exhale up. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale up. If you're finding any loosening in your hamstrings after a few of those, then you can take your legs a little bit straighter, or maybe they're already straight. And again, take a breath in. Exhale, reach over those feet, C curve shape in the body. Let's inhale up. And exhale, curve. And inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. Good. Find that flat back. And we'll take our arms out to a T to come into saw. So again, if you're feeling any more length, maybe those legs straighten out a little bit more. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we find an easy twist, keeping those abs pressing in to protect our spine. And as we exhale, we're going to reach towards that opposite foot. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Reaching towards that foot. And up. Breathing in. And twist. Reach it forward. And up. Deep breath in. And twist. And forward. And up. Good. Take an inhale. And exhale, lower those hands down. Good. So take those feet flat on the floor. We're going to roll all the way down to our backs. So grabbing behind the thighs, inhale, lift that chest, exhale, C curve shape. And we're trying to lower ourselves down one little piece at a time. One vertebrae at a time. And we find ourselves lying down. Good. Now we're going to come into a simple chest lift with our hands behind our head. So while we're doing this, we want to try to keep our elbows open. Keep the low back glued to the floor. Press the belly in. Sliding ribs to hips. Inhale here. Exhale, lift. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Press the belly down on every exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for a challenge. Come up and hold. We go smaller for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Open those elbows. 2 and 1. I needed a reminder there to open my elbows. Good. Inhale, breath. And exhale, taking those arms out about a 45-degree angle. We're going to come into a big leg circle with one leg. So one foot on the ground, one leg straight. We're going to lift it up and then rotate it around, keeping that pelvis in that neutral flat position. And down and up. Circle it around. and down and up. So we're going to try to isolate this leg movement. So our leg is the only thing moving in our body. And lift. And circle. And down. And up. Another thing is that we don't want to let that imprinted spine leave the floor. We're going to circle the other direction. So we go down and around and up and down and around and up. We have two more. Down and around and up. One more. Down and around and up. Good. Replace that leg. Other side. Press that belly in. Glue the back. Inhale down. And circle, exhale, and lift. Inhale. And long exhale. Inhale. Think of trying to keep this knee pointing straight over the toe of your big toe on your foot that's on the ground. Did that make any sense? And inhale down and around and lift. Now we're going to switch our direction. Down and around and up and open. So keep that knee pointing over the big toe of the foot that's on the floor. That time was a little better explanation maybe. Lift and down. Is that low back still pressing down to the floor? Last one. Circle and down and lift. Good. So rest those knees into the chest to give those abs a break. And now we're going to come into single leg stretch. So one knee is going to be into our chest and our other leg is going to be up towards the sky. Or if you're feeling good, it can start lowering down towards the floor a little bit. But wherever we are, we're keeping that connection of the low back pressing to the ground. So we inhale here. We exhale, lift the head and chest off of the floor. And we do exhale, exhale. We inhale as we switch our legs. Exhale, exhale, inhale to switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale to switch. Four more. 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take those legs into the chest. So if you have a good flexible hamstring and your abs are pretty strong, then we lower that leg down when we do our single leg stretch to add some more work on our abdominals. So find where it feels good for you. Maybe we're leg at the sky or maybe it's very low. We're going to do one more set of those. So one knee in, one leg stretching out. Take an inhale, lift it up. We have exhale, exhale, inhale to switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale to switch. Thinking of press that belly down with every exhale. Two more. And rest. Good. So now we're going to come into double leg stretch. So both knees in and then both legs stretching out. So knees will be into our chest. We'll exhale, lift the head and chest off the floor. As we inhale, stretch the arms and legs away from each other. And as we exhale, scoop the arms to come back into knees to chest. Inhale, stretch arms and legs away. And then exhale, scoop and in. Inhale. And exhale. Press the low back down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. If you need a little more ease, you can always let that head go down to the floor on the inhale and then exhale, bring it up. Or keep that head down and keep it there. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Good, rest it in. We're going to do 4 more of these after a little break. So if you're feeling like you want a bit more of a challenge, then we reach those arms and legs further away from each other when we open up. So you make that decision, up to you. So back into our double leg stretch. Take an inhale breath, exhale, lift the head and chest, belly down, inhale, exhale, scoop. Maybe you can lift a little higher. Inhale, open, and exhale, scoop. Inhale, and exhale. Last one, and exhale, and give it a rest. Good. So before we did our knee sways with our toes down, now we're going to try a little bit more of a challenge with our legs in tabletop position. Hands out to a T, palms down. Find that imprinted spine. And we want this 90-degree angle with our legs, knees right over the hips. Try to maintain that every time you come back to the center. So dropping both these towards one side with an inhale. And then as we exhale, scoop that belly in and bring your legs back to center. Imprint that spine. Take a breath in. And an exhale. On our inhale, drop your legs to the other side. And exhale, bring them up. Take one breath here. Exhale, belly in. And inhale down. And exhale up. And a free breath. Inhale. Exhale, belly down. Inhale, twist. And exhale, lift. Breathing in. And out. To the side. Inhale. And exhale, up. Breathing in. And out. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in. And out. Good, and rest. Good, and then we're going to come on to our side for a little bit of leg work. So we're going to rest our head down on our arm. We're going to line up our hips and our head with the back of our mat, and then we're going to take our feet out to that front corner. Go ahead and rest the head down. Press the belly in. Make sure both legs are nice and straight, and we want to try to maintain a long neck on the ground. Lift that top leg up, And as we exhale, we're going to bring it forward, scooping the belly. And as we inhale, we're going to take it back with a pointed foot. And exhale, scooping forward. And then inhale, bringing it back. Try not to let that rock our upper body. Exhale, scoop, press the belly in. And inhale, bring it back and point. Exhale, scoop. And inhale, back. And exhale, forward. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. One more. Exhale. And inhale. Good, and taking that foot right on top, stretch the leg and stretch the foot. And we're gonna lift our leg up and take it down. When we lift it up, we're gonna keep our knee pointing right in front of us and down. And lift with an inhale and exhale down. And lift. And lower. Keep that belly pressing in towards the spine. And lower. You can think of lifting your side waist off the mat to engage those abs. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Good, lift it up. Make sure that knee is still pointing right in front of you, and we'll find a smaller lift, 16 of them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 4, 5, exhale, exhale. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good, and then take it down. And then we're going to switch over into our other leg and inner thigh work. So plant that foot on the ground. You get a little stretch in our hip there that we just worked. Or if that doesn't feel good, you can just let this knee lay down onto the floor. Whichever one works for you. Go ahead and flex that bottom foot a little harder. Stretch the back of the knee and then lifting it up and down and up and down. Try to find a nice wide range of motion, really engaging that inner thigh at that last little inch of lift at the top. And then, because we're just lying here on our back, and especially if you have your knee like mine is, it's easy to forget about those abs. So maybe take a hand there to remind you to keep that connection with the low abs pressing into the spine. And 2 more, lift and lift. Good, now lift that leg up and find small circles in one direction. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And reverse that circle. 8, 7, tummy in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take it down. And then we're going to rotate onto our stomach. And we'll take our hands down by our sides. We're going to be lifting our head and chest off the floor. But before we do, we want to engage those abs so that we can protect our back while we're working in an extended or an arched position. So think that there's an ice cube under your belly button and you're lifting it away from there. And then squeeze those glutes and lengthen the legs. So keeping the hands on the ground, inhale and lift the head and chest. And then take it back down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Keep those glutes squeezing. Keep your butt squeezing. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Now we're going to lift our arms with our chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Good. So we're just going to flip around to our other side. So you can turn around and face the back or flip around like me. So we're still facing front. We'll do the same leg series on this side. So line up your back and your hips with the back of your mat and feet out towards that front corner. Resting your head down on your arm. So press that belly button into the spine to start. We have this supportive hand here, but make sure there's not too much weight in those fingers. Lifting that top leg up. We take it forward on an exhale. We scoop our belly in, and then we inhale it back and stretch the foot. Exhale forward, and inhale back. Trying to keep our upper body very still as we move our leg in this big motion. And back. And forward. And back. And forward. And back. 3 more. 3. And 2. Keep that tummy in. And 1. Good, and place it back on top of the foot, and we're going to stretch that foot, and we're going to lift the leg up as high as we can, but keep the knee pointing in front of us. And down. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. Press the belly in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, tummy in. Good. Coming into our inner thigh work. Again, you can plant that foot down or take the knee. And then flex that bottom foot. Check in with that upper body so that we have a long neck, shoulders pressing down the back. Belly in, lifting it up. 1. Lift it as high as you can. Fight for that last centimeter. We want to really feel those low abs engaged. And we really want to feel that inner thigh on that last centimeter. And lift. And lift. And up. Up. 2 more. Lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Now lift it up as high as you can go, and then small circles for 8, 7, 6, and breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and down. Again, rotating on to our stomach. Hands by our sides. Think of that ice cube underneath your belly, and we'll lift arms and upper body, head and chest at the same time right away. And lifting up. And down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Squeeze your butt. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last two. And down. And up. And down. Good. So press up onto all fours here. Hands under shoulders. Find that belly pressing in towards the spine, very engaged right here. And then we're going to tuck the toes and lift the knees slightly off the floor, keeping that belly engaged so our knees are just floating off the ground. Take a few breaths here. And lower those knees down. Good, and then we're going to come into some tricep push-ups with some assistance of our knees on the ground. So glue your legs together and then rock those hips forward so that our body is in a nice straight line from the top of our head down to our knees. Hands right under shoulders. We're going to take our elbows bending back, raising our ribs, and then lifting up on an exhale. And again, inhale down, and exhale, lift. And inhale down, and exhale, lift belly in. And one more, inhale, and exhale. Good. Take your hips back to your heels and reach those arms forward in a resting pose, child's pose. Take those hands down by your legs. Let the arms relax. And then roll it up. Stack those ears right over the shoulders. Good, and then we're going to come into a plank pose. Again, you can stay with those knees on the ground or come into plank with me. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your butt. Scoop that belly in. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the feet. We can bend the legs if we're too tight behind the hamstrings. Take an inhale breath. And as we exhale, we're scoop the belly in again. And we're going to roll up to standing. Stacking our hips over our heels. Our shoulders over our hips, and our ears over our shoulders to finish in good posture. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed our beginners Pilates class. Maybe we learned some basics and we can build our strength and move on from here.